Celebrating Pennsylvania, written by Jane Kurtz, illustrated by C.B. Kenga. Hi, I am Mr. Geo. Here I am in Pennsylvania. Its nickname is the Keystone State. It played a key part in the founding of our country. So Pennsylvania has a nickname, Keystone State. Here is Pennsylvania. Can you locate Pennsylvania on the map? Find the Atlantic Ocean. Look south of New York. Where's New York? Good. Now look north of West Virginia and Maryland. Where is West Virginia? It says west of Virginia, so here is west, so Virginia will be where? Maryland. Good. There is Maryland and Virginia, West Virginia. Look east of Ohio and west of New Jersey. So let's look for Ohio and New Jersey. Ohio, New Jersey. The state in the middle is Pennsylvania. You see? In the middle is Pennsylvania. Around Pennsylvania is New York, Ohio, West Virginia, New Jersey. Welcome to Philadelphia. Hooray, hurrah! It's the 4th of July. This grand parade is ready to start. Want to join me? I'm leading the way through the historic district, all the way to Independence Day. Independence Hall. I hope I don't miss a beat. Did you know the Second Continental Congress approved the Declaration of Independence on July 4, 1776 at Independence Hall? Hear ye, hear ye. It means listen up. That actor is about to recite famous lines from the Declaration of Independence. It was an important document that announced the 13 colonies' freedom from British rule. The Declaration of Independence says, all Americans have a right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Here I am at the Liberty Bell for a 4th of July bell tapping ceremony. We will be tapping it 13 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. In honor of the original 13 colonies, we're going to be really careful. We don't want to crack it again. The Liberty Bell cracked in 1846 when it was rung to celebrate George Washington's birthday. No one knows why it cracked. In Philadelphia's historic district, we can meet costume characters from the past. Today, I shook hands with Benjamin Franklin. He was one of our country's founding fathers. He signed the Declaration of Independence. In addition to being a founding father, Benjamin Franklin was an inventor, a scientist, and a writer. Now I'm visiting Betsy Ross at her house. She was a seamstress and an upholsterer who may have sewn the first American flag. I'm not very good at sewing stars on this banner. Ouch! I pricked my finger again. The first flag had 13 stars, 1 star for each colony. Now the flag has 50 stars, 1 star for each state. My nose led me to reading terminal markets. This public marketplace has so many delicious smells. Pennsylvania is famous for some yummy foods. Do you think I can eat this Philly cheesesteak and still have room for a fresh baked pretzel? You can learn how to hand twist pretzel at the country's first commercial pretzels bakery in Litz, Pennsylvania. I'm stuffed. It means I'm full. Time to get moving again. This lovely parkway looks like the perfect place to stroll. It passes by grand museums, beautiful gardens, a fancy fountain, and amazing statues. At last, I'm at the Philadelphia Museum of Art. I've always wanted to run up these steps. I feel like a champion now. The view from here is fantastic. The award-winning movie Rocky, about a boxer, was filmed in Philadelphia. People in Pennsylvania love to root for their favorite teams. Wow, that Phillies player just stole home. I have a plan to visit all the major league parks. Next on my visit, Pittsburgh, to watch the Pirates play. Little League Baseball started in Williamsport, Pennsylvania in 1939. If we visit Pennsylvania in winter, we can cheer for football, basketball, and hockey. In Philly, it's Go Eagles, 76ers, Go Flyers. In Pittsburgh, it's Go Steelers, Go Penguins. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won 6 Super Bowls. That's more championship than any other NFL team. When I travel, I love to experience different cultures and customs. At the Museum of Indian Culture in Allentown, we can see how the Lenape lived long ago. Our guide showed us old ways of cooking food. I can't wait to try this fire-roasted corn. Here in Lancaster County, I'm learning about the ways of the Amish. There is a quiet peacefulness to roads without cars and homes with no TV. Ah, clip-clop is such a relaxing sound. The Amish people are people that they don't watch TV. They have no TV. They don't drive a car, and they live a very quiet and peaceful life. The Amish are also called Pennsylvania Dutch. Many visitors come to Pennsylvania to honor great American leaders. George Washington spent a harsh winter in Valley Forge during the American Revolution. He trained soldiers for battles with the British. I hope I remember my marching moves. Before George Washington became the first president of the United States, he was a general in charge of the Continental Army. In Gettysburg, I met a man who looked like President Abraham Lincoln. He was reciting Lincoln's most famous speech. It honors soldiers who fought in the Civil War. It stressed freedom and equality. So if you go to this part of the town in Gettysburg, sometime you will see a man dressed as President Abraham Lincoln. And one of the things he likes to recite is his Abraham Lincoln's famous speech, which is about freedom and equality, being equal. Lincoln delivered the Gettysburg Address near the site of the Battle of Gettysburg in 1863. Rivers and railroads helped Pennsylvania grow. They gave farmers and factory owners a way to ship goods east, west, north, and south. It means that back then, the river and the railroads is what made Pennsylvania grow into a beautiful place, because lots of farmers and factories were there, and they used railroad to ship some of the things to the east, to the west, to the north, and to the south. I came to Steamtown National Historic Site to ride an old-fashioned train. All aboard! Pennsylvania's major waterways, include the Delaware, Pennsylvania is full of farm animals and crops. Thousands of cows, miles of cornfields, lots of cornfields, acres of apple trees, lots of apple trees, and bunches of grapes. Inventors have come up with some amazing ideas in Pennsylvania. Steel for railroad tracks, steamboats, chocolate candy bars, bubble gum, bottle ketchup, my favorite, crayons. A pair of cousins, Edwin Binney and C. Harold Smith, started manufacturing the first Crayola box crayons in the early 1900s. So in the early 1900s, there were two cousins. Their factories have lots of crayons, so they are the one who start selling box of crayons in the early 1900s, and that happened in Pennsylvania. Forests cover much of Pennsylvania. Here in the Pocono Mountains, we can zip along looking down at treetops. I love the feeling of air in my hair. Watching bald eagle is a popular activity in the Pocono during this winter. It's fun to explore on foot. It means walking and hiking. The trails in Allegheny National Forest are brimming with wonderful sights. I hope this animal track doesn't mean I'll bump into a black bear soon. So people like to go hiking in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania has many city and town. Harrisburg, the state capital, is home to the State Museum. Have you met my friend William Penn? He established the colony of Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania was named after William Penn. It means Penn's Woodlands, which means full of trees, woods. Pittsburgh is a city where three rivers meet. Over the years, it has been home to many inventors, industrialists, and institutions. Want to join me at the Children's Museum? We can create our own invention here. The sweetest city has to be Hershey. This is where Milton Hershey built his more famous chocolate factory. I saw how candy bars are made at Chocolate World. I saw streetlights shaped like Hershey Kisses downtown. But what I love most, the rides at Hershey Park. Groundhog Day is a big day in the small town of Puxatawney. That's when Phil comes out of his burrow to predict whether spring will arrive late or early. Pennsylvania has always been a state bursting with big, bold ideas and chances to have wonderful adventures. Whether I see my shadow or not, I predict that I will be back. The Keystone State is one place where I won't ever run out of sights to explore. So, a couple of things to remember. Pennsylvania, the nickname is called the Keystone State. The state motto is Virtue, Liberty, Independence, and the state capital is Harrisburg. The state animal is the white-tailed deer. The state bird is the ruffed grouse, and the flower is the mountain laurel and the state flag.